In episode 96, I talked about what a deposit is and why it's important from a buyer's perspective, but today I want to speak more about the deposit and why for a seller it's a critical part of a contract with a buyer. So if you're considering selling your property, then eventually you'll enter into a purchase agreement with a buyer. Now there are many important factors to consider in that agreement, but one that I find sellers rank lower in importance is the deposit. Personally, I think this is a mistake, and I want to give you a few reasons why. Firstly, and most importantly, a critical element of contract law is something called consideration. This is payment or money that is offered in exchange for something. And in the case of real estate, the deposit is given in consideration for selling the property to the buyers. So while you may have an agreement in place, until the buyers hand over the deposit, you don't technically have a complete contract. And if the buyers get cold feet and decide not to hand over the deposit, you'd have to force them through lawyers and court and etc. to get it, which believe me is no fun. Think that doesn't happen? Go back and watch episode 28 where I regale you with a story about a colleague of mine who had a buyer pull the chute on their sellers by not bringing the deposit the next day after an offer night sale. Another reason that a strong deposit is important is because it's an indicator of the buyer's financial situation. As a seller, you need a buyer to be able to finance the sale of the property before closing. Let's pretend you are selling your $850,000 condo and a first-time buyer makes an offer with a $5,000 deposit. Would you not worry about their financing if they can only come up with $5,000 now, but will need to have another $55,000 for the down payment and about $18,500 for land transfer tax all before closing? So consider that an offer with a $60,000 deposit has already demonstrated to you that the buyers have the minimum down payment required, making it a much stronger offer than the previous scenario. So getting a deposit at the time of agreement with a buyer, along with having the deposit being a healthy amount, are important factors surrounding selling a property and shouldn't be downplayed too much when considering the overall strength of an offer. I'm Jamie Harnish, Toronto Real Estate Navigator with Bosley Real Estate. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again. Take care.